fear or indifference.
Hi guys, Tuesday, vendor reset, the good, the bad, the ugly. Let's get it.
Glad we got that settled.
New players, don't forget to check Anaya every week. She might have some blueprints available for you. I'm not sure what the watch level is that up until she has them, but early players, new players,
help with something?
You do have them, but as you can see, I don't get them anymore. But you do early stage.
Later.
So make sure you check her out.
Always good to see you.
Not a bad Kingbreaker. I rate the Kingbreaker, it's a really good gun. I use it for conflict, for the pulse, so you can get the extra damage. It's not bad rolls neither. I would switch out the magazine size for a different one, and then that would be maxed. So you're already 75% maxed, and then you just need to roll up the assault rifle. It's a perfect flat line, amplifies weapon damage by 20% to pulsed enemies. After 2 kills, applies pulse to the next enemy you hit. So if you use this gun with the launcher specialization, then you can have the laser pointer on this gun. So just by aiming the gun, you get the pulse that you need. And then I run it with perfect spotter as well. So it's a really good gun to have for PvP in my opinion. So if you haven't got one, definitely pick one up. Not bad ongoing directive. Needs the thing with the blue items is they're really easy to get maxed because there's only 2 talents on them. And if you look at the future, with the future, the top one is always skill, so you only need to roll the bottom one, so you can max that one with one try. The ongoing directive is not too bad. You can put whatever you want onto the health, and then you can just roll up the weapon damage. Is already at 12.5%, so it's only I think another 2.5%, and then it's maxed. So it's not too bad. I am working on an ongoing directive build at the minute, so if I need these, I'll definitely be picking them up. Some good guns today. I mean, if we go back up just for a second, the LMG, the Negev, or whatever it's called, all the guns, even if you look at the top one, would have at least one that's maxed with the clan vendors. Really good. Yeah, as far as LMGs goes, it's a pretty good LMG. Like you said, you've got the damage to target out cover that's maxed out, so I would swap the swap speed for something else, and then you're only 4% off the LMG, which is easy done for the maximum, and you don't even need to change the talent, because Frenzy is a really good talent for such a large magazine capable gun. So yeah, it's a really good talent. For every 10 bullets in the magazine capacity, gain plus 3% rate of fire and plus 3% weapon damage for 5 seconds when reloading from empty. You just run out the clip, as soon as it reloads you get the buff. It's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And then the one straight after it is the tactical UMP. Not as good, I will admit, because it's reload speed, but it's okay, you know what I mean? It's got crit chance, it's got SMG, just put maximum crit damage on there, and then just roll up the other two, and then you're in sync. Hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a non-shield skill or damage an enemy with a skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. So it's a constant to and fro between your skills and your gun. And the UMP I like to use a lot with SMGs. I like to use them with a shield, with a Hunter's Fury build, and then you could have a drone or a turret. The drone works really well because it can move with you, and then send out your drone, and you just constantly buffing the drone. The drone's buffing you and backwards and forwards. So really good. If you haven't tried it, definitely give it a try. It's actually a pretty good SMG as far as I'm concerned. It's not the best one, but if you haven't tried it and you're looking just to try new things, that's the good thing with Division. You can always try out new guns and to get your proficiency up as well. Don't forget, you know what I mean. If you want to max out your proficiency, the idea is to use as many different guns as you can. So yeah, that's a good one to pick up if you haven't already used it. Okay, so don't forget the countdown vendor, guys. Some people don't know where it is and don't know what it's used for. It's the points that you gain from playing countdown missions and hunters dog tags that you pick up. It's to the right of the chopper and to the left of the season vendor. It's the same things every week. So you have 3 named items, then you have a named item cache, an optimization cache. Season 11, Rain of Fire, that changes because of the season. Like last season it would have been a different one, and then exotic cache. The 3 named items change every week, but there's still always 3 named items.
Glad you're here.
Hi there.
Thanks for the business.
Looking for anything in particular?
Hostiles guarding.
Okay guys, don't forget the castle is now open as well, so we've now got a vendor at the castle. It's just to the right of the, don't even know her name, of that girl that you speak to when you first open it. And here it is, here's the vendor.
You know you want to take a look.
Agent in need of backup.
I appreciate your business.
Glad to see you.
Agent in need of backup.
Happy to do business.
Nice to see you. Welcome, Agent.
Not a bad hybrid piece I would use it for. If you wanted a tankier skill piece, I would put skill damage on the bottom one if you can. I'm not sure if you can, but if you can, I would put skill damage on the bottom one. And then just roll up the armor, and then you've got the 5% total armor with it being a Uzina. So yeah, so not a bad piece if you've got the credits, the DZ credits to spare.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, want to make a trade?
Not a terrible AKM. It's up there as one of the pretty good assault rifles in my opinion. It's got assault rifle damage, health damage, and damage to armor. It's around 60-70%, so it will take a bit of rolling, but damage to armor, health damage, and assault rifle damage are pretty good attributes to have. The talent is not that terrible neither. It's measured at the top half of the magazine as a 20% rate of fire and a 30% weapon damage. The bottom half of the magazine is a minus 20% rate of fire and a 30% total weapon damage. So it just alternates depending on what side it was, what end of the magazine you're on basically. So it's not bad. If you haven't tried it before, I should definitely give this AR a try. It's a pretty good gun.
Looking to sell? I'm looking to buy.
A very good raid piece. I tell a lot of my guys to have one of these pieces. The problem is it's a marksman rifle, so if you don't use a marksman rifle, it's a bit redundant. But if you do, it's pretty good. It's high rolled as well, so you've got 13.2% weapon damage. So 1 or 2 rolls that'll be up. Then you've got 5.4% critical hit chance. Same again, 1 or 2 rolls that will be up, and then you can just put critical damage on over the status effect, and then put a critical damage or critical hit chance mod in the slot. And then the talent is tamper proof. Enemies that walk within 3 meters of your hive, turret or remote pulse are shocked. Arms for 2 seconds, cooldown per skill is 10 seconds. So basically how we use that one is we use it to pin enemies at doors in raids. Okay, so you can use a turret to do that, you can use a hive to do that, there's plenty of things that you can use it for. So when we're running DH, we use an assault turret, and when we're running IH, we use an assault turret up until the very end with monos over, and then we can use a sniper turret, and the sniper turret actually lasts longer. So if you don't, you can actually use the sniper turret all the way through for both raids if you don't need it for the extra DPS. If you're just happy to have it to pin enemies at doors or pin enemies in areas where they spawn, it's a really good piece. Depending if you run a maximum rifle. Again, another not bad raid piece, not a bad crit. Fenris knee pads, and we do use like we use foxes and we use contractors gloves and things like that. But sometimes people like to run a 3-piece Providence. So when I do run a 3-piece Providence, I try and get things like assault rifle damage from running an assault rifle in other pieces. So the Fenris is a good gear set for that. Because it's 10% assault rifle damage, and you've got 10.1% weapon damage which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. And then we've got critical hit damage again, 10.8, not bad. And then you could put critical hit chance onto the headshot. So it's okay. It's a piece that I would use if I needed it.
Come check out my stock.
So it's okay. It's not bad. Again, raid related again. Critical hit damage mods. I always say anything over 10% is good. Anything over 11 is better. You know what I mean? But anything over 10 is good. You don't want anything under 10 really. It's pointless. You might as well use a different mod, in my opinion. And look, and you don't need to. 99.9% of the time, the vendors sell 10 plus, so 10.1, 10.3, 10.7. You know what I mean? So buy these mods if you haven't got any. Really good for crit damage builds. It hasn't got to be just for the raid, but we do use them a lot for raid builds because we want all red all the way through. And what you got to remember is that crit chance is capped at 60%. Okay, crit damage isn't. So that's why we stack more towards a crit damage build when we're doing a red build. So if you haven't got any, you know what I mean, and you've got the funds, just pick up a couple and they're good to have. Always got to pet the dog. Every time I pet the dog, I just think, oh, why haven't we got attack dogs?
What can I do for you? Thanks.
Okay, that's it, guys. The good, the bad, the ugly. Not too bad this week. There's a few guns that are definitely worth a pick up if you haven't tried them before. Not bad few crit pieces. A nice skill hybrid piece. But yeah, it's the vendors. I say this every single time, but it's just the truth, and the truth is that they're not meant. The game is meant to farm. That's why there's targeted loot. That's why there's the loot changes every day, and because the farming is the game. The vendors are just there if you're missing a piece. If you just need one piece just to tide you over. And what I've also done in the past is I've gone around the vendors and picked up pieces to make a build, and then that's been my goal, is to improve on those pieces. So like for argument's sake, I would buy the Fenris knees and then I would just keep those knees, and I wouldn't spend any money or any materials rolling them. My goal will be to get a better Fenris knees, for argument's sake. And then that's what I would do. I'd do the same, like for argument's sake, with the Kingbreaker and so on and so on and so on. Because it also gets you used to that gear set as well, or whatever build you're running. Because rather than just constantly farming, and then you get to the last stage and then you've got all your pieces, and then you go, man, actually this is rubbish, I don't like it. You don't need to do that if you just follow that little routine I do. I mean, that's how I do it anyway. So it's a good way to do it. But yeah, that's it. It's polarity event, I think, and then we've got the apparel event as well. That's what the big update was today. So a lot of fun to be had there. So a lot of farming to be done to get those apparel keys before it runs out. We've got 2 weeks, I think, and then it runs out. If you need any help with anything, I'm started doing my daily raids again as well. So if you need any help with builds, if you need any help with farming, any help with exotics, any help with the raid, both raids, we can help. I do a daily raid. I'll link in the description to our Discord. There's plenty of people that are there that are willing to help with above and beyond when it comes to Division as well as other games. So if that is any interest to you, join the Discord. See you next week.